Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the ARDC Sim Series. It's the Midgets here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, the big half-mile Williams Grove Speedway. Brett Wheeler in the booth with you for tonight's calls. We get set for group qualifying on the program, and well, we are live tonight on the Facebook and YouTube channel. So, of course, don't forget, hit the like, follow, and share button on our Facebook pages. Hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. And we are just moments away from the first couple of cars to roll out into the qualifying sessions. We see our first car on track right now, and that is kind of a 06 of Ryland Gray. We'll keep an eye on the qualifying. It's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Qualifying there. And down the bottom left, that'll be the driver that we are watching at the moment. Jared Bollier, the Pennzoil on the 97 machine. There goes Ryland Gray. They're getting on the gas right now. So they'll have about 2 or 3 laps to put in their best qualifying effort here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Don't forget, let us know where you're watching from, or say g'day in the chat. We've got them open, very interactive with our chat throughout the broadcast as we keep an eye on the cars on track. And the Grey Auto 06 of Ryland Gray, 21.771. Jared Bollier, the Pennzoil on the 97 machine, second quick with a 21.843. Joey Ancona, the Swindell Speed Lab number 88 machine, 21.793. Brian Antonio with a 21.995. Ryland Gray improves on that time with a 21.716. Bollier, does he improve? No, 21.843. Ancona improves a little bit with a 21.773. Brad Dye on the racetrack as well in the 56 machine with a 22.161. His best lap. We are watching Ancona on screen right now. 21.792, his last lap. And Brad Dyer pulling the car up there in turns 1 and 2 with a 22.161. Next couple of cars rolling out onto the racetrack. The number 2 of Peter Nelson. Brian Antonio back out onto the racetrack right now. Robert Hensel in the advanced concrete number 3 alongside in the Toyota Racing Development TRD number 7 of Aiden Jones. 4 cars, 2 laps, make that 3 laps around the Grove. Group qualifying here at the ARDC Sim Series for the Midgets. A couple of weeks ago, we put up their season opener here on Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and YouTube at the Lernerville Speedway. And then last week, unable to cover their action at Fairbury due to some family emergencies. As Peter Nelson in car number 2, the Budweiser entry, with a time of 22.053. Antonio 21.937. Robert Henschel in car 3 jumps to 5th with a 21.963. Aiden Jones 22.228. As Nelson on screen again. He was the first of these 4 drivers on the racetrack. 22.053 is still his quickest. Robert Henschel, again that advanced concrete number 3, does not improve on that 21.963. Aiden Jones improves only on time, 22.110. In fact, jumps to position number 7. And third and final lap there for Nelson. A little slower there. Henschel as quicker on that one. Third quick, 21.816, and Aiden Jones slower. As there is our 3 cars done for, in fact 4 cars done for that group qualifying session. So next couple of cars to roll out the Kyle Coon Fletcher Ford. Number 34 machine of Kyle Coon. I had this problem last week or 2 weeks ago with him. Was it Coon or Keen? I can't remember. Jared Getz in car 29 on the racetrack as well. Harry Stewart, the United Sim Sports Valvoline VRS Hybrid Racing Ultimate Dirt TV number 11, along with Caleb Montgomery in car number 22. And also out there from the United Sim Sports, the Valvoline VRS Virtual Racing School Hybrid Racing Ultimate Dirt TV, the 21 of Alan Tacken. 5 cars in this qualifying session, group number 3, as it is Kyle Keen. Coon? Keen. Someone help me, please. I think it was Coon. I'm going to go Coon. Coon in the 34 machine, first lap, 22.084, seventh quick. Jared Getz with a 22.354. Harry Stewart, quick time with a 21.716. Caleb Montgomery, he jumps to P1 with a 21.603. Alan Tacken, 7th quick with a 21.930. No improvement for the 34 machine. The 29 of Getz jumps to 4th. Stewart still sits 2nd. Montgomery number 1. Tacken still, he's fallen back to 8th. We want Stewart and Montgomery 1 and 2 in this qualifying session. Can Stewart improve? 21.716. Jared Getz 21.637. But how about Caleb Montgomery? In car 22, he went quicker again with a 21.751. And he has just absolutely blitzed this field in qualifying. He's got over half a tenth a second over Jared Getz. Super impressive from the 29 machine. As we wait for the next group of cars to roll out, Logan Romsey in car number 41. The 32 of Bryce Lucius, also out there on the racetrack, Blaine Beaver. In car number 9, Kobe Stidham in car 3. Along with Dason Pursley in the Craftsman Toyota Racing number 10 machine. We've also got in the SRW, the Sellers Race Wings number 15 machine of Michael Sellers and Dan Leeper. In the Rick Service Center number 24 machine. Waiting for the cars to pick up the pace and give the green flag here on this qualifying session. There we go. Driver's been told to pick it up. Let's go qualifying. Alright, let's take a look at qualifying times as they come through. Bryce Lucius, 5th quick with a 21.739. Kobe Stidham, 11th quick with a 21.923. Beaver, 9th quick. Pursley jumps to 7th. In fact, Beaver's actually 19th, now 20th. Pursley in that number 10 machine. And the time improved from a 21.776. No Leaper. 18th quick. Michael Sellers roll on the bottom side of the racetrack there through turn number 1 and 2 in the SRW. Sellers Race Wings number 15 machine. He was phenomenal a couple of weeks ago. I believe picked up a podium. Might have even picked up the win at Lernerville Speedway. Lap time, I believe, is 2nd quick. No wall. Kobe Stidham, hello! 21.250. Jeez, Logan Rumsey second quick with a 21.488. Man, Stidham. He's on an absolute tear. 0.2 of a second quicker. And the number 3 machine getting an extra lap there. And that was still a 21.276. And that bottom side is golden right now. So you can take a look at your top 20 qualifiers on the screen. Left-hand side of your screen. Thank you for those follows, gentlemen. Appreciate it. We have got 4 cars left. However, I don't think that they are in the server. I know one's making his way into the server right now. So I think we're just going to wait on these guys and see what they can do for qualifying. So there is qualifying done. I believe a 40-lap main event is on the cards. Alright, main event time. 40 laps on the board. So Kobe Stidham and Logan Rumsey on the front row. Caleb Montgomery and Jared Getz, row 2. Harry Stewart, Rylan Gray, row 3. Bryce Lucius, Joey Ancona, Dason Persley, Michael Sellers, Robert Henschel, Alan Tacken, Jarrett Bolyard, Brian Antonio, Peter Nelson, Kyle Keane, Aidan Jones, Dan Leeper, Brad Dyer, Blaine Beaver. And then we had Joel Berkeley there at the rear of the field. And see, I'm over life. I'm over this stuff. This Cameron just kissed my bib. Here we go, 40 laps on the board. The ARDC. I don't even know where to begin on that one. Rumsey on the outside of the racetrack. There is Stidham down low along with Sellers. Sellers trying to peek right down low on the bottom side, but it is Kobe Stidham. Down into one we go. Sellers into the back. Oh no, Stewart catches a piece of it also. Another car into the wall. The 32 of Bryce Lucius. Staying green for the moment. Berkeley coming through on the bottom side. The Slick Sim Sports. Number 25. Didn't get a lap into qualifying. How about Alan Tacken for United Sim Sports up to position number 4. And just watching these drivers, these top 3 battle it out. Now he's got company on his inside with Dason Pursley. Down low is Stidham. Here comes Pursley. The left front picked up. Went to the outside. Cuts down low out of turn number 4. Slide job by Montgomery on Logan Rumsey. Rumsey crossed underneath him. Now down your back straight away to complete lap number 4, this time by out of turn 4, and it is Kobe Stidham in the number 3 machine. Rumsey continues to work low now. Will regain that second spot from Caleb Montgomery. Rumsey going to stay down low down into turns 1 and 2. So certainly that bottom side is the fastest way around this half a mile. It's got the long straights, very tight. Turn 4, 1 and 2. It's a lot wider. Watching Montgomery in the 22. That's the black and white machine up on the outside now. Right through the middle of the racetrack on turn number 2. Pursley's gotten by Tacken for 4th and 5th. Then we go back to Harry Stewart in 6th. Also driving the United Sim Sports number 11 machine. Now Antonio coming after Harry Stewart. 34 to go. Stewart and Antonio, both drivers, those left fronts just right up in the air. Stewart on the outside, slide job by Antonio, but Stewart turns it underneath him now. This is the best battle on the racetrack at the moment. Stewart goes back to the top shelf. Antonio comes back in with a slide job. Stewart gets on the brakes, picks up the left front again, back on the gas. Tacken, little squirrely out of turn 2 and down the back straight away. This time Stewart through the middle of 3 to the top side into turn number 4. And Antonio continuing to put that pressure on the United Sim Sports driver, the 11 machine of Harry Stewart again. You see the left front just picking up. And let's go on board right now. Here is slide job. And you can see from the Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras right now. Antonio again going the big slide job, and Stewart one more time. We'll see how close these drivers are going to get to each other. You see right now Antonio trying to get a run on Stewart, and Stewart, look out, you've got company on your right rear. There goes Mr. Brian Antonio. Stewart really starting to drive that thing home and trying to make something happen. Third place battle going on right now. Caleb Montgomery and Dason Pursley. Pursley in 4th right now and all over the left rear of your third place driver, Caleb Montgomery. So again, some fantastic racing here at the Williams Grove Speedway. You see the slide job coming. In fact, no, it's going to be Pursley who stays low. Montgomery now trying to get a run. 13 in the books. 27 remain. Not a yellow flag to be seen so far. Again, admin controlled cautions. Rumsey now starting to feel a little pressure from the 10 machine of Dyson Pursley. How about Kobe Stidham in the number 3 car? Absolutely blistering speed around the Williams Grove Speedway, not been off the bottom side, I don't think, for the entire race, and still doing lap times in the high 21 second bracket, the 21.7s, 21.8. The fastest lap is still 2/10 quicker than anybody else on the racetrack. Slider there from Pursley on Rumsey, and Rumsey now back to the inside. Rumsey going to fall back to the 3rd spot, but here comes Rumsey once again. Slide job down into turn number 3. No, stays on the bottom side. A dead set drag race down into turn number 1. Pursley now right through the middle, on the outside, right through the slick, I should say. Antonio now starting to try and reel in Alan Tacken in the 21 machine. Michael Sellers back to 7th. Harry Stewart 8th. 9th. Jared Boneyard. Robert Henschel in 10th. Now you're about to lose sound here, folks, for about 10 seconds. Thought that might have fixed it, but no, turns out it didn't. And now back to the action here. And we are about halfway this time by out of turn number 4. For your race leader, the number 3 of Kobe Stidham, and yellow is out. Now this might be just to make sure that these drivers will make it on fuel, so I believe this might be a competition caution. Although we've got a couple of cars. Bryce Lucius already out of the event because Jared Getz had an unfortunate incident there on the start coming out of turn 4. Being told that a fuel situation might be occurring for most of these drivers. They're saying they're not going to make it on fuel, so very interesting information coming through. I've just been given 3 messages in the space of about 4 seconds, and it all relates to fuel. So normally we'd see these drivers. Let's you know what, let's go and talk to, oh, I don't really want to drag people down just in case it screws up their things. So the green flag going to be delayed. A couple of laps, just again giving these drivers an opportunity, or the chance I should say, that they do make it on fuel. So right now your running order looks like this as the top 10 as the drivers roll around. This is not the finish. Kobe Stidham, Logan Rumsey, Dyson Pursley, Caleb Montgomery, and Alan Tacken, your top 5. Brian Antonio, 6. Michael Sellers, 7th. 8th, Harry Stewart. 9th, Jared Boneyard. Robert Henschel winds up in the 10th position. Then we go back to Joel Berkeley, Aidan Jones, Kyle Keane, Peter Nelson, and Dan Leap are the 15 cars left in this one. All right, here we go. 16 to run. We're back underway. Stidham will lead the field through 1 and 2. Now, Logan Rumsey, Dason, Pursley around the outside of Rumsey and through 1 and 2 that was. Trying to stay locked down on the bottom side, right in the moisture. Pursley, a little sideways there. Opens up the door for Rumsey once again. Rumsey down low through turns 1, will stay low through turn 2 as well. Now there is Caleb Montgomery, the 22 machine, coming after the 41 of Logan Rumsey. Then you go back to, Harry Stewart, look out on Alan Tacken. No team order's been given. Caleb Montgomery went upside down. And he's done the good old Altair 4 trick to stop from bringing the caution or wrecking anybody else's race. Geez, that took a lot of talent to get it done that quick while your car was flipping. There's Stewart on screen, Tacken underneath him now through 3 and 4. Up goes the inside as Michael Sellers. Sellers has moved up to position 5. Stewart is now up into 4th and looking for a potential podium. Again, how much fuel do these drivers have to save to make it to the end? Well, I can tell you I've done no laps around here in the midget, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what it is, but I'll tell you what, after the messages that I got that they were in sort of fuel saving mode, one has got to wonder right now who is going to get to the end of the 40 laps on fuel and how much will they have left over. Look at Pursley running the top like a boss. Stidham, who has not got off the bottom side all race, it has certainly been used and abused. And as Steve McMillan would say, digging it deep and selling it cheap right now. And there is Pursley in that Toyota WRI Craftsman number 10 machine. Rumsey, they're in 3rd in the All-State. Toyota, there's Stewart for United Sim Sports. Goes straight to the top in turn 1. He might have played the fuel strategy early on in the night, or early on in the race, I should say. And as they get to the bridge, Stewart got to 3rd. And Rumsey now trying to take back 3rd from Stewart. Stewart through the middle, and Stewart, good Stewart for a podium so far. 9 to run, and now Stewart cuts back down to the bottom side. Back up to Kobe Stidham, who has lost the lead. Dason Pursley, I dare say, is out of fuel. The 10 machine gonna pull it up on the back straightaway. So that gives Kobe Stidham back the race lead. Harry Stewart now 2nd, Logan Rumsey 3rd, Alan Tacken 4th, and Michael Sellers, who does run out the top 5. 2nd and 3rd on screen right now. Rumsey in the black and blue 41 machine. No, Stewart and Rumsey come together. Unbelievable circumstances here at the Williams Grove Speedway with 7 to run. And look at the black and pink machine for Slick Sim Sports. Needs to change that livery. My Joel Berkeley. I know you've got some midget skins, yet you definitely need to change it for Slick Sim Sports. But he started dead last in this field, about 21 or 20 or 21st or 22nd, somewhere around that. And sitting in 6th spot right now. Rumsey's still going. How? I'll never know. In front of them is the 97 of Jared Bowyer. Michael Sellers in 3rd. Alan Tacken has moved up to 2nd. Some 1.8 seconds away from your race leader. 5 to run this time by for the SPE number 3 machine, Cody Stidham. He is 2.5 miles away from picking up a win here at the Williams Grove Speedway in the ARDC Sim Series, the Midgets. Just railing the top on an absolute rail through 3-4 out of turn 4. It got a little sketchy, but hell, he's gone from running the bottom to running the top, and that 3 looks so smooth. But I tell you what, Alan Tacken 2/10 quicker on the previous lap. You go back when I said it was about 1.8 seconds. It's now down to 1.4. Tacken is a man on a mission right now for United Sim Sports. They picked up a win in the road team in their first outing just a couple of nights ago in the V8 Supercar Series. And well, can the United Sim Sports team, can they continue on their winning ways? Kobe Stidham just avoiding that lapper, and now look at this with 2 to run. He is there with Stidham. Alan Tacken has got a chance at a win. Can he do it? No bias here. But I would love to see Tacken get the win. But Stidham has just driven an absolutely outstanding race. Now the white flag will fly, 1 to run. We are 4 turns away from finding out, has Tacken got anything left in the bank in these final couple of turns. We go down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. The low side goes Stidham. He slides up to the cushion. Tacken, can he get the run? No! Kobe Stidham gonna be victorious just at the line. What a race, a little over a 10.128 of a second as the field will start to come through, and we'll bring up your finishing results right now. Kobe Stidham victorious. Alan Tacken, a fantastic drive to reel in the race lead and the race winner. In 5 laps, closed up nearly 2 seconds. Jared Bolyard home in 3rd. Joel Berkeley, an outstanding job in 4th. Logan Rumsey manages to come away with a 5th place finish. Dan Leeper home in 6th. Robert Henschel in 7th. Michael Sellers 8th. Peter Nelson in 9th. And Carl Kuhn in 10th. We'll go over the page. Harry Stewart 11th. Ethan Pursley. Brian Antonio. Aiden Jones. Caleb Montgomery. Brad Dyer. Bryce Lucius. Blaine Beaver. Or Bever. Jared Getz. And I don't even think the rest of these drivers 20th on back took to the track. So boy, oh boy, what a race that was. Just the one yellow, and it happened to be that it was needed for fuel. So hopefully we'll chat to our top 3 here in just a moment. So let's bring in your race winner here tonight as we get set to go down on the front straight away and chat to your winner here in Victory Lane. It was a phenomenal drive from this driver in car number 3, Kobe Stidham. Kobe, congratulations on this victory. Well, you started on pole, you absolutely annihilated him in qualifying, and you lead probably about 35 or 36 laps, but you led the most important lap, which happened to be the last one.
Yeah, you know, it was a good race for me anyways, through the whole field. Dace Pursley was coming up on me there at the end of the race, and then unfortunately for him, he ran out of fuel, which I thought we were going to fight it out to the end, but looks like that's not going to happen today.
I was getting messages during that yellow flag that there was quite a lot of concern for a lot of the drivers about the fuel issue. I've got to ask you, you ran that bottom half of the race, for the first half of the race, you're in the bottom side, then you went to the top side. Was that a fuel strategy at the start, or were you not worried about fuel and just running the fastest line, you know, as the track progressed on?
I was really definitely not worried about fuel. I knew I put enough in to finish the race, and I felt like the top was getting, I heard Dason coming around me, and I knew it was time to move up to the top and start knocking off the boards.
Well, congratulations on your win here in the ARDC Sim Series for the Midgets here at the Williams Grove Speedway. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate this win. But before we go, sponsors on this race car, people behind the scenes, who makes it all happen for you?
I can't thank Brad Johnson Trucking enough. They do a lot of stuff for me, and glad to get in Victor Lane for them.
All right, there we go. Kobe Stidham there in first place. Sky's going to be very happy with this second place run here tonight, Alan Tacken. Alan, congratulations on your second place finish. Boy, oh boy, talk us what you were feeling in those last 5 laps when you reeled in Kobe there in about 1.8 seconds.
I sort of fuel saved beginning of the race there, let the lead pack get away. I thought there'd be a late yellow to bring us all back together, so I was pretty comfortable on fuel come the end, and when I started reeling him in, I sort of thought that maybe he was fuel saving trying to get to the end, and then obviously that last lap finished on his bumper. Wasn't prepared to throw a slider or anything. I mean, I run these as one off. I don't know if he's in a championship battle, so there's no point wrecking anyone. But you know, he had good speed through quality. He probably deserved to win. So yeah.
This track obviously changes quite a bit with the with the dynamic track change. A lot of guys rolled that bottom side and during probably the first 25, 30 laps of that race, and then as that sort of bottom side worked went away, the top side started to come in. Were you prepared to set your car up late in the race to run the top, or how did you have this car set up to get around here?
Yeah. Look, Brett, as you know, the boys at United do a lot of laps, and you know, we try different things. So I was pretty comfortable wherever I put the car. I knew that you know, a couple of shock changes I could run the bottom, and a couple of shock changes I could run the top. So all in all, the car was amazing, and it's got to do with the R&D that we all do at United. You know, we prefer the midget, so yeah, I was pretty comfortable with wherever I put the car. I didn't like running the bottom purely because like you're sort of watching people come up on you, and you're braking trying to make sure you're hitting the bottom, and guys are running the slider. There was one stage there where my own teammate Harry ran the slider. I went to run the bottom, and I just knew how much velocity was coming in with it. If I stayed where I was going to get absolutely cleaned up. But yeah, you sort of, yeah, I was pretty comfortable no matter what.
Funny point you bring up there. You say your teammate Harry Stewart went to throw that slider. That was my next question. Now I was going to go back to it and say there was a moment in turn 3 where he just sort of went balls deep and just try. I don't know what he was trying to do, but that was very strange move, especially from a teammate.
Yeah, look, you know, you run enough races with Harry, you can tell by the car attitude on what he's going to do, and you know, I had a lot of confidence in him that he wasn't going to take me out. So you know, as I was watching him just you know, as much as he was watching me. So it's just being aware of what's going on around you.
Oh, congratulations! Second place run here tonight. We'll let you get out of here, and before we go, we know you got a bunch of people behind the scenes and some sponsors you need to thank as well.
Yeah, look, you know, everyone would have seen through the week that we've had some changes at United. So before I get to that, I really want to thank the boys, Harry, Brad, Kez, yourself, Hayden. Don't know if I've missed someone, but all the work that Butler, yeah, Butler, sorry, Damien, all the work that we
Damo,
do
you can
behind
thank
the
me for that
scenes.
one. And funny because he actually just joined the stream too.
Yeah, just want to, you know, thank those boys for everything that they do behind the scenes. You know, it's truly an awesome team to race in. We've got a lot of good people. So those guys are obviously sponsors. UDTV, you know, gives us a lot of support, and obviously self Brett. We've got a couple of new sponsors which we're about to announce in Valvoline, West End Mazda, Isuzu Parramatta, and Too Easy Finance. You know, without those guys, again, it makes things difficult. So yeah, and also ARDC for putting on the league. It's good fun.
All right, congratulations. There goes to Alan Tacken, who comes home second place tonight. We'll chat to the driver that comes home third place tonight to bring up the final podium position. The Pennzoil number 97, Mr. Jarrett Bolyard. Jarrett, congratulations on the third place run here tonight. It was always going to be tough coming from deep in the field. You started 13th, and late in the race you get a little bit of luck and good car speed. You come home third.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't saved as much fuel as I did. I knew starting in the middle of the pack I'd do something a little bit different, but I didn't even make it a lap without getting the front end a little out of shape from somebody's slider. So I definitely knew I had to do something different then. Otherwise, I was going to have to take a reset, and I didn't want to go back to the back again. So I just started saving fuel.
It was always going to be a long race, 40 laps around here. Were you concerned at any stage that that fuel that may become an issue around here? Because to be honest, I haven't done a whole lot of laps around here in the midget. I can tell you in a sprint car, what you use every lap. But like I said, were you worried about fuel at any stage during the race?
I was up until about lap 15 when he announced he was going to throw a yellow lap 22 to help people save fuel, which I wasn't sure if I wanted or not, but at the end it turned out good because I was only about a lap and a half or 2 laps to the good. I would need that yellow regardless.
Well, you come over third place here tonight in the ARDC Sim Series for the Midgets here at the Williams Grove Speedway. We'll let you thank some people before we let you go.
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to all the TSR guys and everybody who hangs out in their Discord. They help me a lot with setups and various cars that we run throughout the year on various tracks. It's a good group of guys in there. So thanks to Trey, Brian, Glenn, Wade, Brandon, Kyle, everybody else who I'm forgetting, and uh, Alan who comes in when he's cool enough to hang out with us.
You're a fool for that one. Anyhow, Jared Bolyard, they're home in third place here tonight. Again, that'll wrap us up here from the Williams Grove Speedway. The ARDC Sim Midget Series is complete. And congratulations to our podium, Jared Bolyard, third, Alan Tacken, second, and your winner tonight in Kobe Stidham. Again, a big thanks to our sponsors and partners, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion, DirtFan.com, World of Thunder, Racing League, and everybody that makes all this possible on a nightly and weekly basis. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes and everybody that has tuned in here tonight on our Facebook or YouTube channel, we say farewell and good night. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's Brett Wheeler signing off.
What do you say?
I